Good evening, everyone. Um, oh, it's not come on yet. So yes, there's an advert on. It's only a short one. So good evening. It's the Wednesday. Um, I'll do all, and there's nobody here yet. Hey, we've got 25. So yes, it's been a bit of a cold one today. I haven't been out anywhere. Mr. P's been down to shop, and that's about it, really. Neither is he's still not feeling 100%.
Although
He was supposed to go live last night, but it didn't. Yeah, it didn't feel very well. It's still not, 100% with it tonight, but
what's that for?
what are you looking for? So yeah, is normally he'd be in the corner, but he's sort of on the other sofa. So Keen a bit poorly, got viral infection. Fingers crossed she's got. Okie dokie. I hope so too. Same as I say, it just felt like all. I don't really know what it is. It just feels like totally crap and not feeling sick or anything. It just feels like all tired and yeah, just feels exhausted. I mean, I don't know what it is. So yeah, it didn't go live for that reason last night because he felt absolute crap. And same as I say, normally he'd be over in the corner, but he's on the sofa. Look, I'll just turn you around and show him you. So yes, that's a bit unusual for him. Being on the sofa, which is normally over there. Got cake and stuff today with Prezzy's party cakes. Oh dear, it is. It's an expensive thing, Johnny. Ah, real monster. It's all right, because I've swizzled it round. It's gone a bit haywire. So yeah, it is, and this is hence why, because it's Callum's 18th next year, we sort of trying to plan like a year ahead, because they can be expensive things. So, and I'll be sort of busy tomorrow. I've got the making a cheesecake and his birthday cake as well tomorrow. So like I can sort of put finishing touches on Friday morning. So I'm going to be sort of making the Toblerone cheesecake and the birthday cake. It's a bit expensive to keep 11 kids out of my house, lol. But yeah, I mean, same as we've said. I mean, because Callum's 18 and we didn't hold a lot of parties for his when he were growing up because of the expense and everything. But same as we said, you're only 18 once, so we sort of, we wanted to hire a room and hire a disco and
instead of one bar's bar, you can have two.
So yeah, so we want to sort of push both out a bit because it's his 18th, and then we'll probably do the same again when he's 21, and that'll be it. So same as we said, we wanted because it is a special birthday, we wanted to make it special. So we've only got the one watching now, so two people.
So Johnny Karate's gone.
So yeah, but yeah, the same as I say. Well, it's not rained or anything today. It's just been
cold,
very, very cold. So I've kept indoors where it's nice and warm.
Well, just sent me
So,
out.
eh?
Just sent me out.
Yeah. So Mr. P, he's been. Hey, we've got Ian.
How do you, lad?
But the thing is, it's only saying one's watching.
Oh.
So I don't know. I'll give up on it. You don't know whether you're coming or going. It says one watching, but Ian's here. You're here. Which says it's gone up to 2 now.
Hey.
So yeah, it's been a bit brass monkey weather today. So hey, we've got Kieran.
I don't care, lad.
So yeah, I've been staying indoors. It's too cold for me to go anywhere. We've got Paul as well.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, and Ian. It's gone up to 4 now. So so yeah, that's about right. I don't, So yeah, no, really to report. Bella and Gail's back tomorrow. I don't know what time. She didn't say. I sent her a message the other day saying, just let me know. Yeah, Chris is not too good. He's not very well again. Hence the reason it was supposed to go live last night, but it felt like crap. So
been right all day. Just on the issue.
But I mean, you could tell he's not very well because he's not over there. He's on other sofa. So so yeah, I don't know what time. I sent Bella a message just saying, just let me know that you've arrived home safely, because she knows I worry about her when she's on her travels. How do a number 1 tunes into that pixie anyway? What?
Was that what?
I don't know.
Who is it?
No, it's Ian. How do number 1 tunes into that pixie? Oh, no one
tunes into that.
Yeah. I'm not with it. So yeah.
The only reason why one DJ picks in the mix on my phone is because when I go and fix this channel on my phone, it can't bring the chat up.
That's the reason why he's in as DJ Pixie in the mix, is because when he comes in as Pixie on his phone, he can't get the chat up. So it's cooking tea.
I'm sure I will do, Paul.
So yeah, I don't know. It could be a change of weather. I don't know, but it just feels like it feels tired all the while. It feels like it's just fatigued.
No one tunes into Pixie's channel.
But anyway, same as I say, and same as I says to him, I think you make right decision not going live, because there's no worse than feeling crap. And sitting here, on a live stream, I know only too well that when I had that really bad cold, I didn't go live for 2 weeks because I felt absolute crap. So yeah, I sympathise with him, how he feels and whatnot. So if you don't feel like it, you don't feel like it. So same as I say, a few weeks back, I had terrible cold. And same as I say, I didn't go live for 2 weeks because I felt absolute crap. It was Jeanette's fault. She's passed the allergy on. What, and you're only suffering from it now?
Delayed reaction.
So, well, I must admit, you didn't have it as bad as what me and Callum had it. So, it's buffering. Oh, yeah. He said, Johnny says, I'm taking so many vitamins and supplements, cold bouncing off me, ping. Well, you see, you would have thought, because I take glucosamine for my joints, I take folic acid, I take a multivitamin, I take another multivitamin. You'd think that I won't get it as bad.
We take
but I do.
vitamin C's every day.
Yeah, and Callum and Chris take a vitamin C tablet every day.
Ever since we switched brands.
So yeah, but I don't know. Same as I say, some people are more susceptible to colds than what others are, and obviously I must be one of these that the unlucky ones. Let's just say. So yeah, but it's not for want of trying. Plus, I have this B12 injection and all. So
is that due again soon?
Beginning of December, I think.
Oh.
So it's due any time. I'll have to ring up about it.
Normally around this time.
Well, normally she'll ring me. The nurse that gives me the B12 injection will ring me. Your B12's due. I'll make you an appointment as such and such a date or whatever. So yeah, it's buffering again.
They've got it on the YouTube.
It is on my YouTube. There, it's buffering.
Carry it on here.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh.
Fine.
But yeah, it's same as I say. It must just be one of them things that. Plus, I mean, we are everything that's going on health-wise with me. Sometimes my immune system takes a bit of a knock, if you know what I mean. And if it's if my immune system's low, that's it. I get everything that's going. Yeah, right.
Cartwheels and handstands.
Well, Emma had done a thing on thing where this old lady's cocking her leg up and drying a doodah on one of these hand dryers, and I said I only wished I could cock my leg up like that. So
Can't catch these twice, Chris.
We've got Amjad. So Chris Pixie says sorry about last night. He weren't feeling very well. He's still not feeling very well tonight, but he's on the sofa.
Oh no.
So yeah, it's he can have an easy day tomorrow while I'm up to my neck in baking stuff. I'm going to be doing the Toblerone cheesecake, and I'm going to be baking his cake as well. So
I'm going to be eating it all.
And the decoration will, I'll do Friday morning. So hi Remy, how are you?
How do Remy?
So yeah, that's about it really. I'm going to be a busy bee tomorrow. Yeah, you're telling me, Amjad. It's been free. We've more or less had eating on and off all day. Because it soon warms up in here because we've got two radiators in here with it being a through room. So we've actually got two radiators, and it's like it soon goes cold, but you have eaten on for half an hour, and it soon warms up. Yeah, it's a Toblerone cheesecake because it's Pixie, who is my husband. It's his birthday Friday, so I'm making him a Toblerone cheesecake as well as a birthday cake. So I'm treating him, being as it's his birthday on Friday. Yeah, some as I say, it's sort of it soon gets warm in here, but when you turn heating off, it soon drops cold again. So it's been like one of them days where Remy says, "Oh, early birthday, Pixie." So
yeah.
Remy says, "Happy early birthday, Pixie."
Oh, thank you. Sorry,
So yes, it's same as I say. It's been that cold, but it soon warms up and then it drops again. So it's sort of been, put it on for a little bit, turn it off, put it on for a little bit, and it's been like that all day. So, you know, it's, I mean, I don't know what temperature is now.
-15.
Well, it says 4 here, but that were at 6 o'clock. Oh, that's what I'm doing. It's 3 degrees. So I was just going to say what. I thought you were going to say something about singing a song.
When it's 4 degrees, I'll say it's better than 3 degrees. I can't really say it when it's at the same temperature.
But yeah, so apart from that, nothing else to report. I've still got a bit of a wheeze on my chest, but hey ho, as we say, we muddle through. Yeah, so not really done anything today apart from, you know, your normal wash pots, drink coffee, normal everyday stuff. So yeah, nothing interesting, nothing exciting. You know, so what has people been up to? Tell me, you know, what your days consisted of. What you know, have you done anything interesting? Have you been out anywhere? No, Toblerone cheesecake, you mean?
And a Toblerone.
That's if there's any left.
Oh, there will be.
So so yes, you know, went to City for a nice roast. Ooh. Same as I say, you know, exciting never happens here. You know what I mean? You know, it's really quiet round where we live. You know, it's all happening in. But Chris says, like tomorrow, tell Mr. P to stop robo-calling my phone. Yeah, Chris says tomorrow, if he feels okay, is that there's a place in town called the Peace Gardens, and that's where they like turned all the Christmas lights on. So he's hoping to go into town and do some filming. Did they finally roasted Mr. P?
It's obviously riddled that.
I was going out today to film, but couldn't rip the radiator off the wall to keep me warm. But yeah, same as I say, if he's feeling okay, he's hoping to go into town, you know, a bit sort of later on in the day and, you know, do a bit of filming of the lights because the official light switch on were on Sunday. So, you know, they all should be lit up now. So, and he was supposed to be going down and filming that, but it was absolutely pelting it down with rain.
Yeah, I wonder how many went up for the switch on.
So, same as he says, you know, I'm not that desperate to film it, you know, to go standing out in while it's absolutely belting it.
Yeah,
you know, belting it down with rain, and you know, I'm not that desperate to go and film it. So, but yeah,
it's still warm here. He's making me jealous. Or she.
But yeah, the temperatures have really dipped here in the UK over the last few days. Barely above freezing. I mean, the other night it was like 0, weren't it? -1.
Oh, when I went out to the shop in morning, excuse me, the temperature in the car said -3.
Oh, so there you go. I mean, they have really, you know, they've really dipped here in the UK. I mean, it's sort of, you know, we've got me at it there. You know, same as Chris says, it were minus the other night. So they say we're having coldest November in a decade. I know they've forecast snow, so I don't know.
Mr. DJ, did you get any snow?
I said out for a long while. They did say that we were going to have some snow, but it's sort of not transpired yet. So I don't know when we do to have it, or
getting another beast from the east.
Supposedly.
The beast from Russia.
Oh, you're getting me at it now, yawning. No, we ain't. Dean, when you said he's still there. Oh, no, we ain't had no snow.
No. Okay, you said you were getting some beat, yeah.
Kieran says some places where his mates live got a small bit of snow, but they up in the hills. Same as I say, it keeps sort of saying that we're going to have some, but nothing's transpired yet. But we got down to 40 degrees once, but it usually doesn't get as cold as you here until January. We only have snow about once every few years. So, but yeah, I mean, how long ago when we had that beast from this? About 6 years ago, something like that.
Oh,
is it? What, I don't know.
About 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, and it were a really bad snow, and we're supposedly getting that again. So I don't know how true it is.
Callum don't have to walk 4 miles back from school because there's only just down the road from college. There's closed up.
Yeah, and they said Brexit was ending. I know.
Yeah.
But this is this is what I can't understand, right? Labour have said, you're starting me off now, I can't stop yawning. Labour have said, oh, if we get in, it'll be like free broadband for all, right? But on other hand, Tories have took the free television licences off the old age pensioners. So if they can give free broadband for all, but this making the old age pensioners pay for the television license.
Which costs more than a bloody TV license.
So yeah, it's like, yeah, I understand there's a general election and they've sort of got to make these promises, but how often do you know that they follow through on these promises? I like your new bacon intro with crimson. It's not a new one. I've had it quite a while actually, and yeah, it is crimson. But I have had that intro for quite a while. I started doing the filming a little bit different, so the emphasis is not on myself so much. It's more on my baking. But yeah, I mean, I've had that intro quite a while now, haven't I? But I've started incorporating the green screen as well, and filming it a different way. Whereas before you could see me in the making of it, but now you don't actually see me, only at the beginning when I'm telling people what I'm making. So it's and I've had a lot of positive feedback about it, positive comments about it, etc. So I think we made the right decision doing it a little bit different, because the feedback from it has been really, really good. So yeah, I've got a few in the pipeline once I've got Mr. P's birthday out of the way, obviously. Obviously the holiday season, I just recently got a chance to see it. I remember the old videos and think you are doing really great. Well, thank you, Remy. I do appreciate it. Same as I say, at the end of the day, my baking vlogs are just that. I didn't want the emphasis to be so much on myself. More, the emphasis on what I'm baking and, the way I'm baking it. So hence the reason why you only see me at the beginning. Yeah, you'll probably see my hands, but that's during the process, that's the only thing that you see of me. Is basically my hands making the cake. And he's saying that, Remy, because DJ Pixie in the mix is Pixie, and he does the filming, and he also does the editing for me.
When it's directed by, it should be Pixie's channel.
So yeah, please like and share the stream. Don't you mean share?
Yeah, is that what it's for?
It says she.
She the stream all over.
So yes, we're quite pleased with that, actually. The way, we sort of started it off slightly, and now we're telling people the ingredients. But then Chris says, well, to cut down on the time scale, it says basically, just do what you've got to do. It says then you can put everything in the description, which I do. I used to do anyway. So yeah, so that's basically, he puts the captions in, like, mix the butter and the sugar, blah blah blah. Pixie does great with the edits.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, I mean, it were all like a time thing. I found that in previous vlogs, we were sort of like going 7 or 8 minutes. The same as Chris says, you don't know how long people's attention spans are. So if you cut it down to a bare minimum, then there's the likelihood of people watching it the whole way through is better the shorter time, you cut it down to, basically. So yeah, so I mean, like, we've tried to limit it to a maximum of about 4 minutes. So, but most of them are probably 2 or 3 minutes. And same as Chris says, after probably 2 or 3 minutes, you lose people's interest. So you've got more chance of them watching like a 3-minute vlog than you are a 7 or 8 minute vlog,
or a 15-minute flaming ad.
It's all right. I'm laughing. He refreshed his thing other night.
I'm not doing it today.
Monday night when I was live, and he refreshed it. And on that live stream, there were a 15-minute ad. Well, I could be filming 5 times a week after Christmas. Oh, all top secret. Oh, Ian. So yeah, he refreshed it, and then he was saying, "Oh, I've got I've got to watch a 15-minute ad because I watch his and he watches mine." Do you know, Chris? I'm going to get ready for bed now because I have college tomorrow. I'm in the salon at college doing. So good night, Amjad, and thank you for coming in. I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, see you later, Amjad.
So yes, it was just sort of complaining slightly that it got to watch a 15-minute ad.
Well, I didn't watch it. I just let it run.
But yeah, I think he went and made a coffee while it were playing, and he didn't actually.
Yeah, made a coffee, drank it. It still were playing.
A huge nacho chicken wrap. Oh, that sounds. Nice. I'm going to say that sounds nice.
I'll be up in about 1 hour and 50 minutes, mate. Save me a piece.
So yeah, he didn't actually watch it. He left it running. And I think he made a coffee and he was doing something else.
Washing pots.
Yeah, he didn't actually watch it. He sort of left it running. So but it was just a bit knocked that, you know, it's just I think longest ads he's has is about 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, and they're a bit knocked because I got a 15-minute one. But hey,
actually, and you know when they have had one off two,
get down, plenty to go around.
Well, I had a 5-minute ad and a 4-minute ad.
Yeah.
What was that he said?
It means get down there.
Get down, there's plenty to go around. Right, I'll see you in a minute.
About 11 o'clock.
About 11-ish.
Oh dear.
So be shouting down Uncle Wappy halfway over the Snake Pass.
Are you what?
So be shouting down Uncle Wappy halfway over the Snake Pass. End up in Lady Bower.
I was going to say, I wouldn't fancy going down that Snake Pass. It's dark.
No, we did. Oh, sorry, I did. That was dodgy. Oh
dear. It is, and it's called Snake Pass for a reason, because it's all like that.
It is. It's well dodgy.
And that's the reason why it's called Snake Pass. But you see, when we go to Ian's and Bella's, we have to go that way through the Snake Pass. So you know, it is. I mean, it's a bit dodgy in daylight, let alone at night time. You know, it's you know, as I say, it's the reason why it's called Snake Pass. It's called Snake Pass for a reason. Kieran says, love Snake Pass, not been down that for years.
The first time I went on it, and I had more kids in my underpants than I did have on tyres.
But yeah, I mean, when we go to, like, over to Ian's and over to Bella's, we go through the Snake Pass.
If it's open, if it's not snowed in.
But you see, they've got, like, if it's bad weather, they've got an acre closing it when it's bad weather.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Have you got a spare room here?
Kira says we drove down in snow in minibus. It was fun.
Well, I bet it was. Very cool ski Sunday.
But you see, I mean, like the times that we've been down that way, it was when Chris were with Artist Drone, and every time we go down that way, you know, down the Snake Pass, it's like, oh, one of these days I'm going to have to stop off and get the drone up in the air, and you know, because there's some absolutely stunning scenery.
It is. Really nice.
Yeah, when you get up the top, the snow is a metre. Oh, Gordon Bennett.
Oh, dear, damn.
But it's like one of them roads where you can understand it on closing it off when it's bad weather, because it's bad enough, you know, in daylight and in good weather. So can you imagine going down it in bad weather?
You see, you remember that ice road truckers we used to watch?
Oh yeah.
They'd laugh at that. So that.
You know, don't get me wrong. You know, it's stunning scenery. You know, and just for that it's, you know, it's worth going over the Snake Pass. But I wouldn't like to think I would go in bad weather
or fog.
Or fog.
That
yeah.
would be a nightmare. I'll be going 20 mile an hour, won't we?
So yeah, I bet it's treacherous in fog.
You're not kidding.
So it was not a wide road either when we used to use it. Is it still the same? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same, mate.
Same as Chris says, you know, it can, you know, it to be treacherous in fog, you know.
Yeah, it's dodgy, let's put it that way.
Because I mean, when we've gone to Bella's or Ian's, it's sort of been okayish weather, hasn't it? I mean,
bit rainy here and there, but not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, we did have a bit of rain once when we went. Woodhead, great as well.
I've been on Woodhead. I don't think Woodhead's half as bad as what Snake Pass is. I think that's it is windy, but not as bad as Snake Pass.
Hey, we've got Ian's drones in. We've got 2 Ians in now.
I know, Mr. Drones. How's it going on, lad?
So yeah, we're just on about Snake Pass, Ian. You know, about it you know, at best of times it's a little bit tricky, but in bad weather or fog or anything, you know, it could be a bit dicey. Let's just say.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we're saying like when we got to Ian and Bella's, the other Ian's, you know, we've had the good luck to it being pretty decent weather. So so yeah, but no, still wouldn't want to fall over the edge. So yeah, you know, it's I can imagine, and fog. That's worst thing to driving when, you know, at best of times, let alone driving down Snake Pass in fog.
Yeah, just.
So can you get me a drink of water, please, baby? My throat's a bit dry. But yeah, you know, it's
Well, it's good job shopping's going tomorrow because I'm having a black coffee.
so yeah, you know, it's it can get a bit dicey. Let's just say a bit, yeah.
Oh.
But it's either that or, you know, go out your way and, you know, and add another probably hour or so onto your journey.
Exactly.
So you know,
It's class.
down here, it's like you know, what do? You do you go quickest route, although it is, you know, a bit dicey, or do you go round and it add an hour onto your, you know, onto your journey? So some as I say, we've just had the good luck that it were okay when we've travelled on it. You know, not been too bad. Cute. Got a frog in my throat.
Go clear it.
Yeah, ribbit.
Rip it off.
But yeah, some as I say, it's absolutely outstanding, beautiful scenery. But it's just the road that's a bit iffy under certain conditions. So what has everybody been up to apart from in making tea? So as I say, we had our tea earlier on. No too exciting really. Same as Chris says, we're having shopping delivered tomorrow. I'm fed up with this jumper.
Take it off then.
No, I'm not. It keeps going round my neck and it's getting on my wires. So yeah. But yes, I've gone from t-shirts to well, it's not a thick jumper, but I have got some thick jumpers. But here's put views will jump up. Yeah, like there's 9 watching now. Bang 0.
Channel will go down.
So yeah, it's an old jumper I've had, but some as I say, it's not a thick jumper. Hey, we've got Bella in. So where are you now, Bella? Baz says you weren't getting home till Thursday. Are you back home now, or are you back tomorrow, or penguin? That's Ian. So I did ask Ian. I did ask Baz, and he said he thought you were back Thursday. So are you back home, or are you still? Oh, you're at the airport in New York, so you'll be back sort of early hours in the morning. Yeah, you've got a shot coming when you come back, Bella, because it's been absolutely freezing. It's brass monkey weather here. So I hope you packed a few jumpers. I'd suggest you put a jumper on tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, about 6 a.m. for Manchester. Well, I think they flew from Heathrow, I think, Ian. Oh, land UK 6 a.m. in the morning. Oh. So then have you got like are you getting the coach back, or yeah, she's flying into Heathrow and then are you doing the same again? Are you getting the coach back from Heathrow, or is Gail gonna drive you home, or what's the plans? Yeah. Oh, you're getting the train to Warrington. I know my planes. We've got Keith in as well. So there's another question. Are you back from Morocco, or are you still in Morocco? Because there were people asking me other night where you were, and I says, he's in Agadir in Morocco. I don't know how long he's going for. I don't know whether he's back, or, when you back, Keith, So, yes, Bella will be back in the freezing UK tomorrow. How Gail's sitting next to her. So yes, so are you still in Morocco, Keith, or are you back home now, or people have been at? I see what it is, but see, Jeanette said about getting her boobs out and they all come in. Oh, Bella is travelling in club class. We got upgraded. So there's nothing like travelling back in style. So a fitting end to your holiday, Gail. That's all I can say. No. So yeah, what it was, this jumper's bugging me. It keeps riding up. And I said, and Chris says, "Well, take it off then." And you know what and that's what Ian's referring to on about me taking my jumper off. Just as I need a bleeding medal. Oh dear. So yeah, are you home, Keith, or are you still in Morocco, or that's the leading question. Gail needs a brain transplant. I've wanted one of them for a long time, and a body transplant. I need the old $6 million woman thing. A new body, a new brain. He's missed on speaking to Melissa 55. Well, I've been keep checking, for a live stream and things like that, Gail. But I didn't see you. I assumed you were going to go live more than what you did. So you need to have a brain to start with. Oh dear. Yeah, same as I say, Gail, I've been checking. The one that you did at airport, I just missed Bella's, and then I was checking, and lo and behold, I missed yours as well. Keith, come on, $1 million question here. Are you home or with some camels? Oh, divas don't like live streaming. Oh well, fair enough. You know what I mean? Oh, it's just arrived home. So that's the question that we were all anticipating and waiting for you to answer, Keith. Because in Monday night stream, I forget who it were now. I've been to bed since then. They were saying, "Oh, I ain't seen Keith in ages. Where's Keith?" And I says, "Well, He was in Morocco, in Agadir. I don't know how long he's going for. I don't know when he gets back home, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So I couldn't tell him. I says, all as an, oh, I think it was Steve. It were Aerial Views and Histories. He were asking if I'd seen you. And I says, well, as far as we know, you know, he's still in Morocco. But I don't, he didn't know apparently. So Keith was in Agadir land. But yes, you know, we've got folks asking me all these questions and that I hadn't got the answers to. You know what I mean? And I weren't quite sure when Bella would be back. Only from Baz. Baz told me you'd be back Thursday. So you know, that's the only reason why I knew you were, you know, back in the land of the living tomorrow. So but Gail, it was 28 degrees in Agadir, not like you in the States where it looked cold. Yeah.
Even colder over here in
Yeah.
the UK.
I'm going to say, I bet all three on you in for a shock because it's been like other night. Chris says it were -3. So you know, it's get your woolly jumpers out time. Same as I say, it's not a thick jumper, this one, but it was cold, but UK was freezing. Yeah, exactly, Gail. It's woolly jumper time. You know, I sort of went from t-shirts and you know, these it's not a thick jumper, but it's not a t-shirt either. So I think if it gets any colder, I'm gonna have to get the thick jumpers out. You know, and it's been like one of them days where, I mean, you've been here, Gail, Bella's been here, Keith's been here. We've got 2 radiators, and it's like when it's cold, it's cold. So we've been putting heating on, but then it gets red hot because we've got 2 radiators, one underneath the window and one over there. And he's seen what he had put. Baz told me he was loving life, said it was peaceful and quiet, and said he started a GoFundMe to send Bella away again. Oh dear. Hiya, Thomas. How are you?
Hello, Thomas, lad.
Bella's put sod off here. But you love him really, don't you, Bella? So yeah, and it's been like one of them days where you turn it off because it gets too warm, and then it soon goes cold again. So it's been one of them days where thermostat don't know whether it's coming or going. It's been on, off, on, off, on, off, like that all day. So yeah, that's sort of, you know, what we've been like today. You know, it's been on, it's been off, it's been on, it's been off. You know what I mean? And it's been like that all day. So yeah. But same as we've said, you know, it's nice that it warms up so quickly, but then it gets too warm, so you have to turn it off. But temperature soon drops, you know, it drops as quick as it rises, if you know what I mean. So you know, and same as I says to Chris the other day, I says, thank God for bloke that invented central heating and combi boilers. You know what I mean? What would we do without combi boilers and central heating? Yeah, right. What, you gave me a thick jumper out for me, are you? He's been a little bit saucy. You nearly made me choke on my water then. But I'm allowed, it's nearly my birthday. Yeah, right. It's not your birthday till Friday.
That's why I said nearly.
Yeah. You're quitting YouTube in a few weeks. Why is that, Thomas?
Why is that, lad? Can't do that.
Why?
Oh.
You can't quit YouTube. So, what? Because that threw me for a loop. That has now, Thomas. What I was going to say is I hope you'll all join me on Friday. Got a bit of a financial crisis, so can't get out to film videos. Well, don't quit your YouTube, leave it, and just get out filming. I mean, Chris hasn't been out for weeks because of weather. I wouldn't quit. Keith is a multimillionaire from it. That's why he's always away. Yeah, right. But yeah, I wouldn't, I won't delete it or anything, Thomas. I mean, if you've just got to take a break, then take a break.
Yeah, that's all.
You know what I mean? Like, my advice to you is don't delete it or anything. Just take a break.
He's away again.
Another 7 weeks, and then he's away again.
Skeggy.
But yeah, same as I say, in a respect to Thomas, I know, we've had financial hardship. This same as Ian says, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. You know what I mean? But it's I keep your channel. Yeah, I think that's probably best, Thomas. I mean, you can still come into live streams, you can still chat, chat with your friends and whatever, but people will understand. Jimbo, that's got the good ones, alter ego, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But it's like, you do what you got to do. If you've got to take a break, I don't think my policy of ignoring it and it will go away is working. Well, same as I've just said, Thomas, you do what you got to do. You know what I mean? All I say is it's high a lot and there's a lot, but you see, yeah, I mean, it's. I think somewhere along the line, we all go through these financial hardships. You just have to work yourself through it, and you do what you got to do. I'm sure if you sit down and you put pen to paper, I'm sure there's always the light at the end of that tunnel. That's all I'm saying. We've all been there, we've all done that, we've all had t-shirts at one time or another. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but you've just got to sit down, you've got to put pen to paper, work things out. You see, I don't know the problems, but I'm sure, in time you'll get sorted out. So yeah, just keep at it, just keep plodding along, and we've got Lauren in as well.
Oh, is it? What's it, Ray? I bet it is.
No, because it ain't 10 o'clock yet. So yeah, same as I say, just take a back seat from YouTube for a while, have a break, get yourself sorted out, and I'm sure, things will be fine. So Keith, Keith said to Lauren, have you moved yet? Oh dear. But I mean, I was saying the other night, Keith, I don't know nothing, so I can't tell nothing.
No,
I said exactly. I said, because Steve was asking me. It was Steve that asked me if where you'd been, and then we got on about the subject of in moving and everything. And I says, Keith asked me if I knew where you were moving to, and I says, well, put it this way. If I don't know, I can't tell anybody, can I? It's as simple as that.
I'm not allowed to tell you.
So we left it at that. You know, I didn't pressure him to tell me or anything. So I didn't. You know, I can't tell what I don't know, and that's the honest truth. Can't tell what I don't know. I live in a house down the street. Yeah, we do as well, funnily enough. But yeah, you know, not that I'm a telltale or anything. Anybody tells me a secret or anybody tells me anything in confidence, I do not repeat it. But I can put my hand on my heart and say he hasn't told me, so what I don't know, I can't tell. So yeah, sort of, you know, now we've put that straight. It's all right, my leggings is riding up, gone halfway up my calf at back. So yeah, so you know who your friends are. But same as I said to Steve, you know, I don't want to know. Don't tell me. If I don't know, I can't tell anybody, can I? But honestly, Keith, hand on my heart, we don't know. We don't know. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, we don't know, Keith. Honestly. I mean, yeah, we're good friends with Steve and Lauren, but you know, they haven't honestly told us where they've moved to.
All they said to us is they live near a river.
No more. He's telling me I can't get any more cake to Steve. Who's baking these cakes, Keith? You said all I know is they live near a river. How is Boris Johnson these days? Oh, okay then, Thomas. Okay then. But yeah, Keith's telling me what I can't bake for now. So nobody will want any Toblerone cheesecake on Friday evening then, because it's because my normal live streaming day is a Friday. I'm sure you've all seen it because I've already scheduled it for Friday. It's Pixie's birthday bash. So
calling you the cake team.
So yes, it's a Toblerone cheesecake. Someone won 109 million last night, so we know Steve has won it. I wish I'd have won it. So yes, on Friday evening, it is the Pixie's birthday, and because my normal streaming night is a Friday, I scheduled it and I've called it Pixie's birthday bash. So he'll be partaking in a few beers. I've told him he can treat himself to a bottle of whiskey. So you know, he might even partake in a bit of this Toblerone cheesecake. So yeah, it's Friday his birthday. So I'm hoping you'll join me on Friday evening to celebrate Pixie's birthday. So he says I better get the whiskey open then, Chris. So yeah, so he'll be partaking probably in a few beers, and I've told him he can treat himself to a bottle of whiskey. So he says I might just do that. So I'm making a Toblerone cheesecake because obviously I made the chocolate flapjacks for Callum. So he says, I'll have anything to do with Toblerone. So I says, I'll tell you what.
Just give it a Toblerone.
I'll make you a Toblerone cheesecake as well as a birthday cake. So I'm treating him twice. I'm making a Toblerone cheesecake and I'm making a birthday cake as well.
Good idea, Chris.
It's all right. I'm just looking for the recipe. I might have to turn the brightness down on my phone to show it. Yeah. Yeah, I've got it. So let me just my stomach's making funny noises. So I have to turn brightness on my phone down a little bit, Keith, in order to show you. Let me just find a better picture. Oh. When it loads up, I think fibre broadband.
Yeah.
I could take no whiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, who sorted the StreamYard thing out when it went up? That's it, Keith. That's the Toblerone cheesecake. So I hope you can see it. I'll leave it there for. I could take no was there. Say, bright, Britney's.
Brightness. I told you. I'm just holding out.
Oh, 2 new celebrities. You're spoiling it for me, Ian. I've taped it. So yes, it's a bit like the Rolo one, but it's using Toblerone. So yeah, same as I say, it's Keith and Bella. I'd already done the Toblerone cupcakes, so I says to him, "What do you want?" He says, "Anything to do with Toblerone." So I've got that one as well, using chocolate oranges, and I think Ian, but I'd already downloaded that one. I think Ian told me about that one, and it's exactly the same, but use chocolate orange, DJ chocolate orange. I can see Keith down under. That sounds a bit dodgy. Oh dear.
I've got visions now. No. You give me that, man.
So yes, the only thing I'd have to buy for the chocolate orange one is that there's like orange. It's white chocolate with orange colouring.
That's the holiday.
I'm a celebrity. It's only off 3 weeks. But yeah, the orange colouring on the top is white chocolate with some orange colouring in it. Hey, we got Frugal Farmer in here. So no, that's not it. Another one I'm going to be doing is Brookies, which is a cross between a cookie and a brownie. Try to find that chocolate orange cheesecake now.
I hope we got Gordon in.
Hey, Gordon! I can't remember when I downloaded it, but I did download it. Hey,
Wow.
yeah. Anyway, I did download a one that's like that, but it's a chocolate orange cheesecake, and I've got the link. Somebody else in well as well either. It was supposed to be going live last night, and called it off because he didn't feel too clever. This glass is all sticky.
Oh. Wasn't me.
I bet it was Callum when he had that fresh orange juice in it. So I don't know so much about having lurgy. It just feels crap. So kept you up all night coughing. Oh dear. He just feels lethargic and got no energy and feels tired all the while. And
you know, we're all right this morning, and this afternoon, just come tonight and boom.
Well, that's it. So yeah. So after I've done a few more vlogs, a man your age should be in hospital. Oh dear. So if nobody knows, Chris went live Saturday evening, and Frugal Farmer had left messages and saying you don't look bad for 90 years old. So it's a bit of a running joke at the moment, because Frugal Farmer said he looked 90 or he were 90.
That's why I said, how do old man?
Need a bit of retail therapy. Don't we all? It's just having money to do it, innit?
Well, sort of got retail therapy. We've got food shopping coming tomorrow.
So I'm going to be busy all day. 90. Thought Chris was 95. Well, how old does that make me then? Because I'm 10 years older than Chris. Does that mean I'll be going a what's it from Queen then, a telegram? I can't afford to pay attention. Sugar daddy.
Yeah, because I'm older than you now.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to be a busy bee tomorrow. I'm going to be making the cheesecake, and I'm going to be making his birthday cake. So yes, I'm going to be busy all day tomorrow. Well, near enough all day. Jeanette is a cougar. Well, I suppose I am really. So yeah. I mean, I've been called worse things. But here's a question for you. What age are you too old for toys? You're never too old.
Never too old. Just the toys get a bit more complex.
I'm going to say, it all depends what toys you're on about. But yeah, well, the cheesecake, it's a no bake cheesecake, so I've only got to bake the cake. Perverts. But I'm surprised Ian ain't chimed in. If they're stolen dildos, that's some other story. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, look at Chris. I mean, he's 48 on Friday, and
96.
If you call his gadgets toys, yeah. And that's Callum coming down.
Supposed to come down at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
7 minutes past.
Hiya, WrestleMania. How are you?
How the lad?
Yeah. So Bella and Gail's at Heathrow Airport on the way back. See you morning.
Morning.
So yeah, so you've got to be a bit more precise. Hiya, Tina, how are you? Battery operated boyfriend.
You're not 18 yet, you can't read those rude words.
So yeah, you know, you've got to sort of be a bit more precise, Gordon. You know, you put oops. Frugal. It's all right. It's all right. Frugal. He's 17. He's not that wet behind the ears. Oh, Scalextrics. Well, is Lucy still in your room then? I think so. Yeah. You'll have to leave it open a little bit, Callum. It's all right. Lucy's been missing and she was in spare bedroom. Well, now she's gone into Callum's room and he's just said she's under his bed. I don't know why, whether something's startled her or what, but anyway, Callum says she's in his room under his bed. So he's just said what have I got to do, and Chris says, "Well, just leave your door open a little bit."
It's got to go feed Wendy's.
Okie dokie then. Thank you for popping by. I'm worried because I sing on my channel. Can I get a fine? I don't really know, Tina, because there's this thing that the question that they're asking of everyone is your channel or your vlogs aimed at children or for children? And obviously mine aren't. It came up on my video suggestions on YouTube, so I went on eBay to have a look and found the set I had when I was a kid. It's same as I say. I mean, you've got a granddaughter now, so you know, whatever, whatever. It says it came up on my video suggestions on YouTube. So I went on eBay to have a look and found the set I had when I was a kid. It's only 35 quid. So no, I mean, in that respect, no, you're never too old for a Scalextric. But yeah, I mean, I can't sort of answer that question for you, Tina. But everybody's being asked the same question. This new thing coming out in January, about, are your videos aimed at kids? Does it involve kids? Well, none of the above applies to us. So we've just both answered no. But I mean, like the songs that you sing, if they're not original, when you put this is a cover of a song and the original artist, I don't know. You see, it's I'm not too sure about that because I've not dealt with many singing channels. You know what I mean? You're best off approaching somebody that's got a singing channel and asking them the same question. I'm not really sure about that. I mean, I don't want to say, no, you're not going to get a fine, and then you get one, or yeah, you're going to get fined, and I don't really know about that, Tina. So, same as I say, I don't know. But you see, the only thing I will say is there is a lot of singing channels out there. So what they're going to do, are they going to find everybody that's got a singing channel? You know what I mean? You're probably better off having a look at the guidelines. That's all. Not sure. I think that be by an artist. Well, you see, this is what I'm saying. You're probably going to have to go and look at the guidelines, because they're swapping everything around. They're saying, is it suitable for kids? Is it aimed at kids, or does it include kids? But same as I said the other day, I mean, Callum's just come down. He's 17. He's not classed as a kid. I won't be too hasty at deleting all your videos, Tina. I'd look into it first. You know, same as I say, go and take a look at the guidelines, and you know, if there's anything they're saying, you know, you can get fined. But I do know, like, Emma's does singing, but she's not been well recently. But she always says it's a cover by and the name of the artist. So if you give that artist the copyright, not copyright, but you know, if you say, well, this original song was sung by, you know, a certain artist, then there's no comeback on yourself. But you know, I wouldn't make the hasty decision of deleting your videos. I'd look into it first. Same as I say, I'm not best placed to, because see, let's put it this way. On my baking videos, when Chris edits, he puts music on it. Now, I always put the link to the website where he's got the music from, so you don't get a copyright strike, because I've attributed that music to them, and I've told people where to go for that music, and I always put music by and the name of the website just for that reason, so I don't get any comeback on, you know, I don't have that comeback on me because I'm using music in my videos. I do know some people who do covers, and it's automatically divides the revenue after you, after the artist. Some artists let you but take the ad revenue, some artists let you keep. But you see, I don't think Tina's monetized or anything, so so long as she attributes the song to the original artist, I don't think there's, you know, going to be a problem. But same as I say, when I do my baking blogs and Chris puts music in for me, I always put the website that he's got the music from, so that music is there in the description for people to see where that music's from.
Well, they're both daughters both bought to put the video private.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, I mean, same as I say, I won't delete them, Tina. Same as Pixie's just said, and same as what Gordon said. Just put them to private, but I'd look into it. You know, don't delete them, because once they're gone, they're gone. So just put them to private till you find out exactly what's what.
But you'll not get your channel deleted. You'll just get an email saying, sorry, this, but this is because I'm monetized.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll just be sorry, you can't monetize it because this.
Yeah, well, I've had.
Hang on, but because she's not monetized, she can really put any song on, but whatever. So it don't really matter.
Yeah, well, what I was gonna say is, on one of my baking vlogs, Chris put some music on it, which he'd used many times on his drone videos, etc. Now, the minute I uploaded it, and before I even published it, I got an email saying, not a copyright strike, but I think I am being monetized. Well, you see, it at the bottom there, Tina, there's like a $ in my chat. So,
yeah, but she's not alive. She's not going to know, is she?
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying. Yeah. But you see, all my videos and my live streams are all monetized. But what I'm saying is, there were this particular baking vlog that I did, and Chris has used this music many times on his videos. Yeah, even before I'd published it, I got an email saying, there's been a copyright claim, not a strike, a copyright claim against this music. So basically, any revenue that I earned from that video, I mean, don't get me wrong, it didn't have, you know, millions of views or anything, but whatever I you know, whatever revenue I earned from that video go to the people that's put this copyright claim in. But it's only one video. I mean, I've not had it since. So yeah, the same as I say, I didn't get a strike. It where I got an email saying this is a copyright notice from, and then they tell you who it's from. And it was to do with the music that Chris had. Yeah, you're better off setting up Nightbot to post a link to PayPal. At least that way you get in 100% instead of YouTube taking their cut. Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, I've not had it since. So, but I make sure now I put the website of the place where Chris gets the music from, you know, so it don't happen again. You big fibber.
There he is.
Hi, Wakey, by the way.
That's trouble.
But yeah, you know, I mean, same as I say, I'm not too sure, Tina. You know, you're probably better off speaking to somebody that knows about it. You know, it's sort of it's not my forte, if you know what I mean. I don't know about. You see, this is the reason why I don't have telly on or anything when I'm doing my live streams. Because if some music comes on whilst you're streaming, you know, unless you turn it off within 3 seconds, you could get a copyright strike. So, same as I say, if you're worried, same as Chris has just said, put them to private until you find out for sure. If you know, I'm sure there's somebody out there can advise you. You know, I'm not the best person to ask about it because as regards music, I don't know. So, you know, it's a hard one to advise anybody on that one because I don't really know a lot about music. All I know is, same as I say, Chris puts music on my baking vlogs. He gets them off this site. I put the link into that site where he gets the music from, and that covers me, you see.
That one that got a little email from YouTube, that one was from one of the Filmora's own tunes where they said it were non copyrighted music. But obviously it wasn't because you got
a notice.
Yeah.
Copyright notice. But yeah, so I hope that sort of helped you in some way, Tina. But same as I say, I'm not best person to advise on that because I don't know about the music situation. Same as I say, you know, it's not my forte. I haven't had an email yet. Well, you must be all right then. So same as I say, I'd get advice. I'd go and have a look at YouTube guidelines. You know,
I don't know. Is that if you are monetized, they'll probably have some ads on it, but you know,
limited.
Share, like somebody said in chat, like the share ads with artists or ad revenue goes to them.
Yeah,
that bit. You can still have your videos on.
I've got a vice. Is it confession time?
I'm gonna say.
But yeah, Same as I say, I don't know about that, Tina. Oh, okay then. Thank you for coming in, Remy. I appreciate you coming in, and thank you for the advice for Tina.
Might change all my videos.
Same as I say, if you're worried about it at all, steel 6-ton crush. What?
Right.
Oh, has he took car to? Yeah.
Probably.
No,
Well, it's something that's scrapped. Did it say his exhaust were on?
that was Johnny, I think.
Oh, that's Johnny.
But same as I say, what we all clampdowns that YouTube's making, it's a bit of a thin blue line, isn't it? Really. Well, it's getting that way anyway. You know, with this thing about kids, you know, I don't include kids in mine. I just do my baking vlogs. I just do my MOT next week, not scrap yet. You know, I just do my baking vlogs and I do my live streams. They're not aimed at kids, so I just put no. And it says you're legally obliged to answer the question. What do you say? 2 weeks it will be. Yeah. But yeah, I'd get somebody that knows about it, and some as I say, go and read guidelines. It could be that somewhere there on YouTube, you know, there'll be a page all about it. Oh, are you going to bed, Johnny 5? See you later. Thanks for coming in. If you say it's not for kids, will I be okay? You see, all I know is I got asked the same question. I don't have kids in my vlogs, in my baking vlogs, and I don't have kids on my channel. But same as I said the other night, you get kids come in your chat. Let's say I go live, and you can't stop kids from coming in your chat. So what do? Well, sofa keen have fallen asleep at one end of the sofa. So yeah, so I answered no because my live streams aren't aimed at kids, and they don't include kids, and my baking vlogs don't include or aimed at kids. You know what I mean? It's an odd one to answer. That one is, Tina. But you know what I mean? It's like you imagine there's millions and millions of people on YouTube. You don't know who's watching your video and who's not watching your video. That's another question that I threw out there other day. You know, you don't know who's watching your videos. Keith says he's a big kid. But yeah, you know, you can't control who watches your videos and this, that, and other. So you don't know who's watching it and who's not. So how can they you know, how can they sort of possibly, you know, if you're being honest about it's not aimed at kids and it's not for kids. See you later, Johnny. Thanks for popping in. But you know what I mean? It's like I answered that question truthfully and honestly. But you can't, you know, it says there's 9 watching here. Let's say there's only 5 people chatting in chat. You don't know who other 4 people are that's watching, do you? And that's the big question. You can't control who's watching your videos. So you know, it's a bit of a you know, a head scratcher, that one. But I think you'll be all right, Tina. I think you know. Yeah, yeah. I mean, because you see, like there is YouTube channels out there that are family channels and they include kids. Now, for a long time now, they've disabled the chat on them channels so people can't be nasty or leave derogatory comments. So that's been enforced quite a while, you know. But you know, it's at the end of the day, it's YouTube looking out for these people that have got family channels that include children. You know, I know one or two channels that include the kids. So for a while now, I think they've disabled comments, and I don't know exactly, you know, what they've done, but these that are, you know, for the safety of the children, basically. So, some as I say, at end of the day, it's sort of, I think it's following up on this, you know. I think you meant smutty. But yeah, you know, it's I've been truthful, I've been honest. Mine aren't aimed at kids, so I answered no. Simple as that. Is that sarnie? Is that a sarnie for a dog? So yeah, you know, it's YouTube should have been an 18 plus type of stream at the beginning. No kids channels on here at all. You see, same as I say, there's that. There's millions and millions of YouTube channels. You know, there's baking channels, there's drone channels, there's singing channels. You know what I mean? They can't police every single one, and I think it's basically they're just looking out for the kids. There is family channels that, you know, there's adults, but they include the children in it. So you know, it's another guideline thing. You know, you don't know what's allowed, what's not allowed, and you know. But I've always said, I mean, like I've been monetized over a year, and it's when I got monetized, you've got to have 1,000 subscribers, and you've got to have 4,000 hours watch time. Simple enough. But I've always said they're going to make the, you know, move the goalposts even further and say, well, you've got to have at least, like, I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers, and you've got to have at least 10,000 hours. And I still believe that's going to happen. I don't think so. I don't know.
It's wondering if they the kid family friendly thing, you'll probably get better ads on.
But yeah, you know, I mean, it's yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I mean, not so long back there were this purge and whatever, and they said it would cut people that are making multiple channels to troll people. Yeah, you can understand that. So you know, what do you do? You know, in one respect, you can understand that because there's such a lot of drama and everything going off on YouTube. There's people getting trolled left, right, and centre. You know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? They have this big purge to cut down on people like creating multiple accounts. The same as I've said, I don't know about anybody else, but I've got enough on with the one I've got. They mind creating multiple accounts, and I can say honestly, I've only got the one account. but you do get, you know, some people that are, you know, on the straight up and up, if you know what I mean, that do create multiple accounts to troll people. So I've had that, you know, okay then, Keith, thank you for coming in.
That's it, okay.
So you know what I mean, I've had that, and it's you know, if it weren't for the moderators, I'd have been up creek we had to paddle, because they were like boom, 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 one after other, after other, after other, you know. And if it weren't for my moderators, you know, but it's only happened the once. So, you know, it's if they're clamping down on that, that's all well and good. So, you know, yeah, yeah, oh Penny. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's it, you know, it's a case of to most of us, it's just a hobby. You know, like me, I do the baking because I love baking. I like to share my recipes with everybody, yeah, etc., etc. You know what I mean? And that's why I do it. And I'd got no interest in YouTube whatsoever until my mum passed away. You know how it is when you lose somebody. I needed something to focus on, and somebody said to me tonight, that's been in tonight, well, why don't you start your own YouTube channel? So that's what I did, and same as I say, rest history. You know what I mean? You know, I've only been on YouTube 2 years. You know, Chris has been on it a lot longer than what I have. So, but there's been that many rules and regulations since I actually started 2 years ago. You know, how can I put it? There's only the really, really, really big YouTubers that are making any money out of it. You know, that's got millions of subscribers, that, you know, that millions of views on the videos or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, he knows it's more than his life's worth, karate. Yeah, you know, and it's same as I say. I were a bit lost, you know, and same as I say, somebody just mentioned to me doing my own YouTube channel, and I thought, why not? So Chris sort of taught me through how to set up a YouTube account, you know what I mean, etc. And same as I say, rest history. I got railroaded into it, but it made sense. Why take up storage space on your own PC for videos when you can store them on YouTube? But yeah, same as I say, I've only been on, like, well, it was 2 years in about June, July, I think it were. So, you know, I mean, outside of some people, I mean, like Chris, I think he's been going about 11 years, something like that.
Yeah, well, they're doing it.
No, it went. Yeah, that was the first time I ever went live. Chris were at football. I got Gail on phone, Chris on on phone, you know, and it took me about 2 hours to eventually go live. So, but it's like boom, boom, boom now, you know.
Yeah, so we have to go live.
Yeah. You know, not that I'm a techno whiz or anything, but same as I say, I mean, I find as well that this StreamYards is a lot simpler than what Google Hangouts were. So, oh, are you going, Tina? Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Same as I say, I'm just sorry I couldn't advise you any more about, but I'd look into it. I'd look up the guidelines, and you're probably worrying about nothing. You know what I mean? So I won't worry too much about it. So, but yeah, it's like, same as I say, when I do my baking vlogs, I put all ingredients in, blah blah blah, exactly what I've done. I put the link into the music, so it's just covering my back, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? I do that just to cover my back because I am monetized, and you can never be too careful. So I do it just to cover my back and make sure, I'm all up and above board. But I think it's been going a bit funny, this YouTube. I mean, like other day, I closed it down and I got 4 thumbs down. Now I got up next morning and 3 of them had gone. I don't know, only got the one. Now we were talking about it on Monday's live stream. Every single time, yeah, every single time I close the live streams down, it says request a review, limited or no ads. So you request a view. A couple of days later, I get an email back saying, yeah, it's fine, it's suitable for advertisers. But I also get the mandatory 1 thumbs down. Now, I've got the mandatory 1 thumbs down on Monday's stream. Lo and behold, once the video went back to normal, that 1 thumbs down had gone. So, is it YouTube messing about? I don't know. It's like, and here's another question for you. That'll be Jeremy Corbyn. Here's another question for you. I forget when it were. And I'd got about 15 or 16 in the chat. Yet when I closed it down, I'd only had 40 odd viewers. Now, Monday night, I think highest I got up to were about 11 or 12. Closed it down and I'd got above 70 odd views on it. So is it them messing about? I don't know. So how can you go from like having a load of people in and only get 40 odd viewers to not having many people in and getting 70 odd views? You see, this is what's confusing us. And then you've got thumbs down disappearing. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a weird one. It's something that you can't figure out. You know what I mean? Are YouTube doing it so it looks like, somebody's jealous, somebody's. Well, I know that, but that thumbs down is always there when I've shut it down. And a couple of weeks back, I hadn't even gone live and I'd got a thumbs down. So, answer me that question. I hadn't even gone live and there was already a thumbs down there. Yeah. And this is what I'm saying, Wacky. How can they be there one day and then gone next? So, yeah, I mean, same as Chris says, the amount of thumbs up that I get outweigh the thumbs down. But what these people don't realise is when they give you a thumbs down, you get paid more for thumbs down than you do actually thumbs up if you monetize. So same as I've always said, I've sat here and I've said, well, thumbs up, thumbs down, it makes no odds to me because either way I'm getting paid. But it just seems strange. There's been a lot of funny goings on just lately. That's all I'm saying. Well, same as I say, I've seen it. Somebody did a vlog about it, and they showed the people the analytics, and you know, I saw it with my own two eyes that people that are getting a load of thumbs down get paid. If they monetize, they get paid more for thumbs down than they do thumbs up. But you see, this is what I often say. You know, I don't sort of fret about people giving me thumbs down because it makes no odds to me. Whichever way you look at it, I'm still getting paid. You know what I mean? But you see, you know, there's the minority out there think that you're gonna, you know, I'm not one of these that's gonna say, oh, somebody's giving me a thumbs down. I'm not doing YouTube no more. I'm shutting my chat. You know what I mean? That's not me. You know, and I often sit here and say, I couldn't give a rat's, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? Best acting I've ever seen. Well, you know what I mean? You know, people get too caught up in, you know, worrying about things that don't really matter. Nah, it don't really matter to me. I mean, like when I couldn't get the StreamYards working other week, and I did like a 5-minute live stream, and I said when I did the live stream on my phone, oh, I'm going to have a look, try and rectify it after the live stream. I did, and I said to Chris, just to make sure that it's working okay, I'll go live for 5 minutes. And before I'd even gone live on that one, I'd got a thumbs down. But the thing is, you know, and I sat there and Chris says, oh, you've got a thumbs down already and you haven't even gone live yet. And I looked into the camera and I says, well, I couldn't give a toss. You know, if you think it's bothering me, then it's not. You know, I sort of looked straight into the camera and I says to him, I says, you know, if you think it's bothering me, it's not. So what's the point? Oh, pardon me. You know, so yeah. So contrary to, you know, what people might think, it don't bother me in the slightest. You know, I've had a lot of a doo thrown at me in the time that I've been on YouTube, and I've come through that, and I'm still here. They haven't drove me away, so you're gonna need, you know, something worse, you know, than give me thumbs down if you think it's gonna get shut on me, because it ain't. So yeah, and we've been saying that for ages, haven't we?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like on Facebook. Yeah, and that's more or less what Chris has just said, Wakey. Same as we said. On Facebook, you get to see who's liked it. And
well, there's no dislike on there.
No, I mean, but it's on the similar principle.
Yeah.
You ought to be able to see who's liked it and who's disliked it. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why a lot of people do it, because it's anonymous, and it's very, very hard for people to find out who's gave that thumbs down. That is YouTube giving thumbs down for using StreamYards. Well, it's the same thing, isn't it? No, it's different program. But anyway, same as I say, it's you know, if they've got shut to Google Hangouts, so what do they expect people to do? Yeah, they wanted people to use YouTube like for streaming. No, I said StreamYard. But yeah, you know, they took Google Hangouts away in the first place. So are they crying into the coffee now because people have gone on to something that's simpler to use, IG StreamYards, and the majority of people are using it on YouTube. So, you know, you know, people were all using Google Hangouts. They've got that took away. So what they're going to do? They're going to look for an old. YouTube want you to use YouTube. Well, you see, this is it. This is it. But at the end of the day, if they want you to use YouTube Live, then nobody's using it. So, you know, do they get you know, the majority of people are using either Zoom or StreamYards. So, you know, don't that send them a message saying, well, people aren't interested in YouTube Live. The only
You can't add anybody.
Yeah. And the only time I use my phone to stream anyway is like the only time I use is like last week when I couldn't get the StreamYard to work, and if we're out and about in car and I decide to go live. You know what I mean? They can't pressurize anybody into using certain things. They might think they can, but it's like you know, it's like same as karate's just said, like a pack mentality. You know what I mean? They think if they make it difficult for you, then you're going to back down. But the last time I looked, it were a free country, and you can use whatever you want to use. At the end of the day, if there weren't all these people on YouTube, they won't be making no money. Cheeky beggar. Is that stream dogging? So yeah, you know what I mean? It's like how can I put it? It's like the government trying to tell you what you can and can't do. It's exactly the same, but at the end of the day, whichever way you look at it, or whichever platform you use to live stream on, it's still making YouTube money anyway. So I can't see what the problem is, because whichever way you look at it, you look at all thousands and millions of people that are monetized, you know, and you know, like you get in super chats or whatever, they take their cut out of it. So you know what I mean? It's like saying, well, you've got to do this or you've got to do that. You know, it's a case of, well, I do what I want, because either way, whichever way you look at it, you're getting your cut anyway. Whichever platform you use, you know what I mean? Whichever platform you use, YouTube is still getting their cut from it. Yeah, I know, and I agree with it. People are donating via super chat to the person, not say, here, YouTube, there's a £5 there. You know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, YouTube is a business, let's just say, and they're allowing you to do your creator stuff. And in order for them to allow you to do that, they've got to have their cut. So you know, it's like everything else. The big companies want their cut. It's like any company, you know, they're just not going to let you do it for free. They've got to be seen to be making some money out of it. Cheeky beggar. Putting your PayPal link in. Yeah. Yeah. But still, put mine in. But yeah, you know, it's yeah, but you know, you could put it in, but not saying that you're going to get any donations. But yeah, you know, it's like everything else. You know what I mean? It's like that's how the big YouTubers make the money. But at the end of the day, even they are taking the cut. Even YouTube are taking the cut off of them. So they must be being donated a lot of money. I mean, this is the thing that gets me. Some of the channels, the bigger channels, it's like a subscription service, and saying, well, in order to watch this channel, you've got to pay such. I same as I said to Chris, says, well, who in the right mind's going to do that? You know what I mean? If I want to watch a channel, I ain't, you know, I'm not that desperate to watch a channel that I'm going to pay, let's say, £5 or £6 just to watch it.
No, you pay for your TV license, you watch everything.
Yeah, but I'm on about YouTube now.
No.
You know what I mean? And this is what gets me. Same as I said, at one time or another, all these big YouTube channels started where you and I all started, with zero. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they've started somewhere, and they started at zero like you and I did. How do you know she's got one? You've got a camera in her knicker drawer.
No, you're wrong, apparently.
You know what I mean? It's you know, it's at end of day, these are that's got millions and millions of subscribers. They all started out at zero. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, I know some people have paid for this subscribers, but at end of day, I found as well that these that paid for the subscribers, when this purge happened, they got it like a ton of bricks. When this purge happened, you know, and was you know, when this purge happened, I probably lost I don't know, about 10, I think, but some of them were losing thousands. You know, and it just goes to show that there's ways around it. Yeah, those channels are more on YouTube Red Premium, but you know what I mean. It's there is ways around it, you know. And same as I said to Chris, I can't see point in paying for subscribers. You know what I mean? I've got where I am today on me. You know, I've got where I am today on my own merits. I've never paid for subscribers. I've never begged for subscribers. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? And if I stick on 1,500 and whatever I've got, then so be it. You know what I mean? I'm not begging anybody to, you know. Yeah, yeah. But you see, at that time as well, Wakey, there were a lot complaining. I mean, like Ian, he did the River of Light or something that goes off in Liverpool. Now, the views on that got to above 1,000, right? It got up the next morning and he'd lost 30 and it's gone back down to 970. So I says to Ian, I says, well, how can they unsee that? You know, once somebody's viewed it, they've viewed it. And I still say it with YouTube. So, you know, I mean, it's you know, it's something strange is going off, you know, and then day after that it were back up again. So they'd like took him off him and gave him back. So yeah, and I know of channels that have bought them. But having said that, when this purge happened, what point in paying for them because YouTube were taking them off them? So yeah, so you know, it's in my eyes, it's a falsehood. Let's just say, you know, unless you've earned them some, and you see, that's why another thing as well. That's why I'm so appreciative of the people that come into my live streams. But you know what I mean? And that's why I'm so appreciative. And I don't, you know, and I say so because I know it's a hard thing is YouTube, and to get just a few regular people that come into your live streams, you know, that's why I appreciate them so much. Because without such as you, I'd have nobody in, you know. So yeah, you know, that's why I say when I appreciate you, I mean it. Okay then, Karate, thank you for coming in.
Nice of picking on me.
But yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, we all have a laugh and a joke. Yeah, we do get a bit smutty at times, but that's what makes it so enjoyable, because it's like sitting here talking to friends. Tell that to my waistband. You know what I mean? It's you know what I'm trying to say is, you know, I've got the regular people like Ian, Keith, Bella, Gail, Wakey, CCTV, obviously Pixie. You know what I mean? Karate Joe. And without them regular people, I'd be sat here talking to myself off at night. Well, I do talk to myself anyway, but that's a different story. But yeah, you know, Pixie. You know, yeah, I might not have as many subs as some people, but to me that don't matter. And same as I said to Chris, we've made a lot of good friends via YouTube, and for that I'm thankful. Like, we've met Bella, we've met Random Life Productions, we've met Keith, Eagle VP, we've met Aerial Views and Histories,
yeah.
And Ian, DJ Ian. You know, we've met up with, and without YouTube, we wouldn't have met them. So you know, it's just, this is why I'm so appreciative, because we've made some good friends, and I class people that come in regularly as my friends, and that's why a lot of times, like Eagle VP, I refer to him as Keith. DJ Ian Entertainments, yeah, is Ian. Beauty on a Budget's Bella, because we're good friends. So and White Rose Adventures is Thomas. You know what I mean? And I class everybody, you know, as my friends, and I do appreciate people that come in. I mean, I'm a 50 whatever year old woman. I'm not, you know, not good looking. I'm not, you know, I'm not model material, but some reason, the fact that people come in and sit and yak with me, you know what I mean? I do appreciate it. So yeah, and it makes it makes it even better when, like Ian pops in occasionally, Johnny pops in occasionally. You know what I mean? It makes it even better, because you think to yourself, I must look mad sat here talking to myself. You know, I mean, I was talking about this the other night. You're the same one, yeah, right. Funnily enough, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was camera shy and I'd stutter all the way through. But and then you see these channels, and Chris always said to me, engage with your audience right from the get-go, which I do. I say, hello everybody, I'm live again, blah blah blah. But there's like channels that sit there, but until somebody comes in, they don't say a word, and they sit there in silence. You know what I mean? And Chris has pointed me in my direction with a lot of things. Same as I say, when I first started out, I get go or gecko, the get go. I'm not talking posh just because you can't understand me. But yeah, I mean, having looked back at me like really, really early vlogs where I just sit here talking into a camera, you can tell I was nervous. But same as I says to Chris, the more you do it, the easier it makes you feel and the easier it gets. And I've always just pointed me to the door a few times. But yeah, I mean, it does get easier. I can understand a lot of like YouTube channels that don't want them to appear on camera, but that's their prerogative. But
who's Dave Dorman?
No idea. But yeah, it's same as I've always said. What you see is what you get. I'm like this in real life. Oh, a comedian on Dave.
Oh, there you
go. So yeah, I don't put any airs and graces on. Yeah, I'm. But somebody once said to me, it's like sitting. You feel like you're sitting in Jeanette and Chris's living room, talking to them like I'm talking to you now, if you know what I mean. So, pardon me. No, I'm not putting the front on. I'm not. I say it, I see it, and that's all there is to it. Right, I'm going to get off, guys, because it's 11:05. I've just been going on for just over 2 hours. So don't forget Pixie's live stream Pixie's birthday bash on Friday evening. So be there or be square. I'm sure he'll be having a few beverages. So yeah, so I'll see you. Yeah. Yeah, I've been going on for 2 hours. So yeah, I'll see you all on Friday night. Well, I hope I do. Just to wish the old man happy birthday. So I'll see you all again. Bye. Bye.